So the Open 2026 is finished. Great job by everybody that took part. Huge congratulations to Maris and the team of Hornets who took the victory this year. I think that's 2 years in a row now, so I'm gonna have to do something about their team next year and handicap them or something. And well done to Tom Waite for coming first overall. Great effort by him, some cracking performances. Special shout out as well to Sanam, who gets the vote for the spirit of the games, or I suppose player's player, or whatever the Clubman Award. She turned up every week and put in a great shift, and very busy with work and life, but keeps turning up and got stuck in, which was great to see. But equally, there was a lot of other people that did awesome as well. So we've got quite a lot of ladies that did the Open pregnant. So Kirsty, Alice, Coach Kat, and they all went and performed brilliantly. It's always fantastic and impressive to see, these women blooming with their imminent new arrivals and still trying to crush some workouts. So it's awesome work. The Open is a chance for us to test our fitness. So every year we put our money where our mouth is and give it a go. And whatever the workouts come out, you can argue whether or not they're hard or easy. Were they too light or too heavy, too long or too short? Did they have enough skills in there? Was there too many workouts? Was there not enough workouts? I mean, essentially, for our gym and for people at our level, doing the 3 workouts over 3 weeks is sometimes a challenge logistically just to get in. And also, life gets in the way of consistent training. So it's always a challenge to be able to keep turning up and keep pushing. But when these days do come up, when the workouts do get released, I think it's always, worth noting that the difference between training and the difference between a competition, and albeit the Open for us isn't really a competition. We're never going to go to the games, and those people are a different breed of people. But the competition in yourself and challenging yourself and seeing where you are, I think is it's always good to see how that translates to people, and people push beyond what they usually would. The first pull up, the first bar muscle up, we saw quite a few of those this year, and that's pretty awesome to see. And I think it's awesome to see sometimes when people shock themselves, when they go to attempt that bar muscle up and all of a sudden they pop over the top of the bar and they're like, fuck, I've actually managed to do a bar muscle up. That's always quite a joyful moment. It's always good to see, and long may it continue. And now that the Open is finished, I think it's time for me as the head coach and the person that writes our programming to reflect on what we've achieved and what we've done, and plan the next phases. So with that in mind, we are going to move into an 8-week cycle of strength training. Going to be an Olympic lifting based program. So this week we're testing front squat, back squat, clean 1 rep max, squat clean 1 rep max, snatch, and we're going to make those key exercises our focus over the next 8 weeks. So there's going to be a structured program implemented where we're going to gradually increase the loads and try and aim to get stronger in 8 weeks. And I think what we're going to do over the next year is every 8 weeks we're going to choose a new block. So it'll be weightlifting this year. 8 weeks. Oh my God, it'll be 8 weeks of weightlifting for this next 8 weeks. Then we're going to move into maybe a gymnastics bias, maybe an endurance bias. And then at the end of every 8 weeks, I think we're going to have a little competition. It's going to be a chance for us to test whether or not it's worked, have a community feel to it. So look out for the dates for that. So we're going to look at doing I think we're going to do like back in 2010, might have been 2011, we were the first gym to do a hybrid weightlifting and CrossFit competition. We teamed up with British Low Weightlifting, we put on an event, and I think we're going to do something similar. So with that in mind, it's going to be, I'm going to loosely say this format, it's going to be a 1 rep max squat clean, followed by a 1 rep max shoulder snatch, followed by one workout, a CrossFit workout, something we'll come up with as we get closer to the time. So first part of the competition will be weightlifting. So we'll give prizes for the best, heaviest clean, heaviest snatch. We'll give a prize for the winner of the workout, and then we'll give a prize for the overall winner. And then when we do the next phase, we'll do a gymnastics block. We'll probably do more of a CrossFit competition at the end. And so every 8 weeks, we'll get a chance to come together as a community, throw down and have some fun. If that sounds good, let me know. Like I say, keep a lookout for the details and the dates of that. But I think also with the emergence of fitness racing, I think I've heard the Wild Hybrid Games or something that one of our members, Flo's, just been on up north somewhere. There's obviously High Rocks is the big one that everyone knows about. Then you've got the Deadly Dozen, you've got the AFS-The, you've got I think every day somebody else starts doing a new fitness competition. I think what we'll do, we've definitely got a block of High Rocks training going on at the minute. So we're in week 2 of that. So we've got another, let's say 5 weeks, including this week to go. And we're going to have a little High Rocks sim for that. Keep an eye out for the dates for that. But we're going to run that. And then I think maybe what we'll do every 6 to 8 weeks in between is run a little, how should we put it? A little hybrid fitness race. So we'll mix it up, but we'll have essentially a cardio piece followed by a weightlifting piece, followed by a cardio piece, followed by a gymnastics piece. And we'll come up with a format whereby we test everything that we do in here. So there'll be a little bit of everything, so it'll be fun. And I think we'll try and start building I'm not going to say our competition stuff, because I don't want it to be too sort of, I don't want people to be put off by the idea of competing, but I want it to be more a chance for us to keep accountable for our fitness. So I, as the head coach, can, see how we are progressing, how you are progressing. And so long as you're turning up and doing your 3, 4, 5 sessions a week, whatever it is you're doing, we can keep track of our progress in terms of, how it translates into those competition situations where we test our fitness. Now, that's a little bit of a break from what I usually do, but I'm all for change and trying new things. So I will be publishing an events calendar over the next couple of days. You'll see that on Instagram. I will publish a little well done video to all of those that I said at the beginning. So Tom and Sanam and everybody else, Team Hornets, Maris, God damn it, Team Boom next year. I'll publish that as well. And let's start making our fitness count. Let's start making it so that we are working towards something. I think purpose in everything in life is something that gives us a reason to get up in the morning. So, keep just knocking your head against the wall, doing fitness, doing this kind of hybrid CrossFit training, High Rocks, whatever you want to call it, without something at the end of it it's tough, because I think when people focus so much on, just like losing weight, for example, losing weight takes months and months and months and months, especially if you're 3, 4, 5 staying overweight. It can take a long time, and it's demoralizing when you don't see those results sometimes. The weight scales doesn't translate into good numbers, positivity. And so I think for us, I've always liked to think about us as being more performance based. So giving us that target to work towards events or achieving those muscle ups, achieving those double bodyweight back squats, getting his first 100 kilo clean, whatever it may be. And I think that that's something that maybe I've lost track of or lost perspective of over the years through, one reason or another, usually the carnage in my life. But I think now, it's been quite a positive Open. I think every year is positive. We've always enjoyed the Open. And so now I think it's time for us to really dig into our roots of, let's push the boundaries, let's push the competition, let's start working towards some events, get some community events going, and start having a really good time. I hope that will make sense, and you enjoyed that. If you have any feedback, let me know, and let's get after it. I'll see you all soon.